Hi, lovely people. My name is the driver's teacher. Last week we talked about Tyre, and I promised you that I'm going to bring you the tips or the process involved in how to change your tire in case you experience tire burst or puncture in the course of you driving. So today we are going to talk about the process involved in changing of a tire, or when your tire gets burst, what you should do. As a defensive driver, whenever you are driving and your tire gets burst, there are some things or there are certain things you need to do. That is one, do not panic, because if you panic, you do what you are not planning or you don't plan to do. Because the main cause of an accident is fear. And whenever your tire gets burst, the moment you panic, it is going to result into accident. Number two, stay calm and do not slam on the brakes. So whenever your tire gets burst, you have to be relaxed in the car. And don't forget, never and ever press the brake. Because when you press the brake, it is going to hold the rims and the car will somersault. So all what you need to do is to relax yourself by staying calm and do not press the brake. The last tip, then we go to the process of changing the tire, is that ease your foot from the accelerator pedal and allow the vehicle to slow down by itself. So all what you need to do is that you hold the steer firmly and control the steer or control the car to a safe place or on a stopping end. But don't keep pressing the accelerator. Just take off your left from it and allow the car to stop by itself. Also, please don't forget that whenever you are driving, there are some tools you need to have them in your car, so that in case of any emergency like what we are talking about, it can help you solve the problem with ease. And these are some of the tools. You need to have a spare tire in your car, have an advanced warning triangle in your car, also hose spanner in your car, jack for lifting or raising of the car in case you want to change the tire, have fire extinguisher, plier, and first aid box in your car. All these things are safety tools that you need to have them in the car as you drive on the road. Okay, then let's proceed to talk about tire changing process. So the process involved in changing your tire. Now we've seen the things we need to do when your tire gets burst. Stay calm, do not panic, ease your foot from the accelerator, and also hold the steer firmly and control the car to a stopping end. So these are some of the process you need to go through when you want to change your tire. Step one, pull over to a safe place after warning other road users with your emergency flasher or your hazard light of the danger that is approaching, so that when they also see the emergency light on or your emergency flasher light on, what we popularly call it hazard light on, they will also be on guard to also protect themselves. Step two, make sure that you park on a level ground, because if you don't park the car on a level ground, lifting or raising the car with a jack can also balance the car, and the car can, or the jack can easily flip and the car will fall on you. So make sure that the car is parked on a level ground. Step three, apply your parking brake and leave the car in a gear. So don't park the car in a neutral. So if it is automatic car, make sure it's on park. If it's on manual, either you engage gear 1 or reverse gear, depending on the level where the car is parked. And also make sure that you chalk the tires as well. So make sure you use stones to chalk the tires as well. Sometimes the parking brake can fail, so you need to chalk the tires as well. Step 4, reach out to your wheel spanner, your spare tire, your jack. So make sure that these 3 things are available. So you reach out to them and make them available for the next action, because the hose spanner is what you are going to use to loosen the tire, and the spare tire is what you are going to also use to replace the tire that is damaged or spoiled. Step 5, now loosen the wheel nuts. So you have to loosen the wheel nuts using your hose spanner. But sometimes some of the cars have wheel caps on them, so it also sometimes block the nut from being removed and all that, or being loosened. So if your car has the wheel caps blocking the wheel nuts, you have to quickly take off the wheel cap from it by using your flat screwdriver to open from the edge and take them off, so that you can get access to the wheel nuts and loosen them. Step 6, use the jack to raise or lift the vehicle up, but position the jack near to the tire to be replaced. And also make sure that the jack is positioned or is mounted at the solid bar under the vehicle. So always on top of the jack, it has a space that gives you or shows you or gives you the access to be placed at the solid area that the car can sit on it firmly without it flipping. Step 7, once the tire is off the ground, you can remove it by holding it horizontally or 9 to 3 position. So the left will be at the 9 position and the right will be at the 3 position, and you bring it off from the hub area. But make sure that you don't hold it in any other way. If you hold it wrongly, if the tire is heavy, it can hit on your hands. So please take note of that. Step 8, replace with the spare tire and tightening the wheel nut. So after fixing the tires on, you need to re-tight the nuts that you took them off again. Step 9, remove the jack and put your tools back to the trunk, or which we normally call boot. So now you take off the jack, then you put all your tools back to the car boot. The last step, that is step 10, remove the chalk before taking off. So always don't forget that you've chalked the tire. So before you take off, try and remove the chalk under the car before you take off. Please take note that whenever you intend to change your tire, in case you have a puncture or tire burst on the road, remember to place your advanced warning triangle, that is in front and behind the car, 46 meters, to warn other road users of the danger that is ahead, so that they can also always prepare when they are getting close to where you are changing your tire. Also, please take note that with step 5 talks about losing the wheel nut. Whenever you lose the wheel nut, please don't lose it all out. You lose it to the extent that when you see that it is flexible for you to be able to use your fingers to turn it, then you hold on. You bring all out when the tires are up. So please, whenever you are losing the wheel nut, do not lose all out. So take note of that. So this is the process involved in changing of a tire. So share it to your friends, share it to your loved ones, for them to also know the concept of changing their tires, so that whenever they have any issue concerning tire burst or puncture in the house or on the road, they can also change the tires with ease without going out to look for the organizer, or going out to look for help before they can move out. My name is the driver's teacher. Thank you. When you see me, call me the driver's teacher, and I always respond. Drive with safety in mind. Drive with safety in mind.